Hello and welcome back to the Barrow. I am the Barrow White, and today we'll be playing Lord of Dwarves. I'm going to be continuing on to level 2 of the campaign series, so I'll be starting campaign 2, and I'll go ahead and click that button and get it going. As I said in the first episode, each of the campaigns is a tutorial in its own way, and so we'll be starting that second one. And the second one is entitled Goblin Wood Fort. Keeping watch over the Goblin Wood. Next, let's see what the objectives of this ones are. Morning, laddie. Welcome to the Wispy Woods. I thought it was Goblin Wood. Goblin Ken move through these forests, and the Iron King wants to be privy to their movements. To that end, we'll be building a fort to watch over these woods. Time to learn the basics. There are a few laborers among your dwarves. Get them working on felling trees so you'll have some logs to work with. Now, in the first mission, we already had all the things that we needed done. In this one, we're going to have to start building some things, it looks like. So click the Fell Trees button. Down here, you have Fell Trees. Right there it is, Fell Trees. And it says click and drag over some trees. Well, there are plenty of trees on this map. Let's go ahead and get some of the pine trees, and we will just grab a bunch right here and tell them to get busy chopping down some pine trees. Hit the pause button, which is the space bar, and let them chop down some trees. They only want 10, but I'm going to chop down about 50. Let's speed that up. All right. Says that objective is done. We will go to next. Good job, laddie. Of course, you asked me to chop down trees. That wasn't so difficult. I knew I could handle that. So the next mission says that wood will be useful for building. Have your laborers keep gathering wood while you go about some other tasks. So now it's asking for 100, and I've almost got that as well. It says notice the side objective in the upper right. Side objectives do not need to be completed right away. Well, I've already got the 100, so I'm going to be happy with that. So what I'm doing now is just getting myself ready. There we go. It doesn't take much work to make a dwarf hungry. Order your farmers to forage for food and drink. So click the Fell Buttons tree, which is the same button that we just clicked the Fell Trees. The Fell Trees button, not the Fell Buttons tree. The Fell Trees button, and then there's a Harvest button here as well. So it says click the Harvest button, click and drag over some turnips to harvest them for food. Well, where are some turnips? Here are some turnips right here. Let's grab some of them. And it says we want 4 turnips and 4 rain roots. These are rain roots, so I'll click that. There's 1, 2, 3, and then I'll just click all of these. I'll do more than the 4 they asked for. So if you see here, when you click the turnips, it gives you actual turnips, and when you click the tall grass, it gives you straw and occasionally seeds, which can be planted. When they click the rain root, it gives you little jars of no, that isn't the rain root. Here's the rain root. I think I already started with that. Here, there we go. It gives you little rain roots, which are drinkable. Click and drag over some red rain root flowers to harvest drinkable water. And we finished the objective, so we'll go to next. Your dwarves will want a lot more than to satisfy their hunger. Order your farmers to harvest even more. Also harvest some tall grass for straw. Now there's a new gather side objective in the upper right corner. There certainly is. 40 turnips, 40 rain roots, and 40 straw. Make sure that this doesn't drop too low. Right here is the food and drink. All right, well, if it's saying to harvest a bunch more straw, well, that came from the tall grass. It definitely wants another 26 turnips, so let's find some more turnips. There's some there, and some more rain root. So basically what I'm going to do is just click a lot of that stuff that's close nearby and see if I can meet that objective. I think I need some more turnips. There's some more turnips. All right, that should be enough. We'll let that go. Let's go on to the next mission, though. That is a side objective, something to keep us going but doesn't move us forward in our tutorial. Crush boulders to collect rocks, which are useful for crafting basic stone tools. Again, with this button down here, I guess it's the harvest button. You can fell trees, harvest, and you can also crush boulders. So I'm going to click the crush boulders, and we're going to drag over some boulders to crush them, and it's asking us to do 10. You know, it's 10 rocks, so let's see. If I do 1 boulder, see how many rocks that gives us. Ailman's going to crush. It gave us 4. So really, you don't need a lot. But because I'm sure we'll need more than the 12 that we're going to get from clicking 3 of those boulders, I'm going to click a few more of these and just tell them to get busy with it. Very good. Next. Time to get organized. Create some storage areas so your dwarves don't have to walk far to the resources you've gathered. Click the storage area button. It's right down here. And click and drag on the ground. And it says select wood, food and drink, stone and earth, agriculture. So I'm just going to make these little areas right here. We'll go 10 by 2, 10 by 2, 10 by 2, 10 by 2, and 10 by 2. And we'll tell this one, if you click on it, you can make it wood. If you click on this one, we can make it stone and earth. What did I ask for? It said 1 for food and drink. Food, stone and earth, food and drink. So there we go, food and drink. And then this last one we'll set to agriculture. And we'll see how it divides that stuff up. Look at them go. Now if we look in the Dwarves menu here, we can see that a lot of people are hauling. And though they're craftsmen, laborers, farmers, so on and so on, everybody will haul if hauling needs to be done. So if we've met all of these objectives, remember to click the dwarf icon to go to the objective window and click next. Workshops allow your dwarves to craft hundreds of different items. Order your dwarves to build these: a basic wood shop and a stone tools workshop. Down here is where you get your different workshops to build. The bottom one is for basic workshops, and the wood shop and the stone tools workshop are the 2 that we've been asked to build. So a wood shop, let's put it close to where we've stored stuff. I'm going to put it like right here, and then I'm also going to click the stone tools workshop and put it right here. And if you hover over it, it'll actually tell you what you need to build. It says you need 6 logs and 2 rocks. We have that. And this needs 4 logs and 4 rocks. We have that. I'll speed it up and we'll let them build it. And right here you can see where they're stacking the stuff that they need. And they'll always do that. They'll put the materials they need, and once they have all of it, then they'll get to hammering and they will finish the workshops. So now I have a basic wood shop and a stone tools workshop, both ready to use. Next, let's use the basic wood shop to craft a table. Click on it. In the craft tools window, it says click table and click craft. This is how you click, that's how you make one of any item, by clicking the craft button. I'll speed it up. This guy, here you see this guy right here. What's his name? Gemheart is bringing all the wood you need to build the table. And once you have enough, he'll get busy. He'll start hammering or sawing or whatever he's doing. And boom, you have a table. Great, done. Let's go to the next mission. Nice table there. Craft a few more items and use them to build a carpentry workshop. So, all right, so we go back to the workshops window, carpentry workshop, and we'll put that right here. And the carpentry workshop says it needs 3 tables, 2 log racks, 1 hammer, and 1 saw. Well, a great feature of this is that you can be clicking here to see what you need. But you can hover over here to always go back to that list of things. So it needs 3 tables. I already have 1, so I'm going to build 2 more. Craft. I need 2 log racks. Craft, and we'll unpause it. We need a hammer and a saw. Well, hammer and saw isn't in the basic wood shop, so how about in the stone workshop? Stone tools workshop. It was a hammer and a saw. There's the saw. We'll make 1. And there's the hammer. We'll make 1. It says required items are displayed in the upper right corner objective list. So you can see that up there. I saw that by hovering over this. But the objectives for this mission right now also told us exactly what we needed. So we'll go next. Now look at that group of laborers have just arrived. Look at that, a group of laborers have just arrived. Well, I see everybody hauling. Let's use those new laborers to get started on the fort. First, let's create a simple wall. So they're building the carpentry workshop. And while they're doing that, we'll go to the construct. Remember, you can move these windows around. From the pop-up window, choose a wood construction material, wood panel. And on the terrain, hold control and scroll the mouse wheel so to construct too tall. So I'm going to hold the control button down, scroll up so that's too tall. It says click and drag to create a wall 5 blocks long. So where do I want to put this wall? I will put it right out here so that it will be in front of the carpentry workshop. And we'll kind of make that the outside. So this is outside of whatever fortress or fort that we're building. The goblin wood fort, and this is inside the fort. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Our objective is to make a 5 wall length, and I've made it like 6, so that'll be fine. Speed it up a little bit. Now because it's only too tall, they're not going to need any scaffolding. There we go. So it's time to put that carpentry workshop to use. Craft some pallets for your dwarves to sleep on, then craft the door. All right. Well, how many dwarves do I have? A bunch. I mean, you can see the list of them here, but here it actually gives you population. And so population and the max population. So I actually have more than my max population is supposed to be. It says population, max population, free soldiers. A small number of soldiers do not count against your max population. So I could have 3 soldiers and 16 people, but I'm a little over right now. I don't know what the penalty for that is. So it says craft 5 pallet beds. It's not done with the carpentry workshop, so let's have them finish that up first. Look at them haul all that stuff in. Yeah, this guy's going to finish that up. Now put it back down to regular speed. And we're going to make 5 pallet beds. And here you can choose a number. 5 is what's in there right now. If you hit repeat craft, they'll just do all that with 1 click. Now let's watch them build those beds. Just have 1 guy, so he might take a little bit of time to do it. And it says craft 1 door as well. So let's go ahead and scroll down here till it says door and click 1 of those. And we'll go next and see what it wants us to do. That pallet will be much better for a dwarf back than the dirt. And place the pallets so your dwarves can use them. So I know I've got at least 1 bed made, so I can now go to the In Place button, choose pallet, and build them. And I'm going to build the bedroom over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I use the Z and the X buttons to turn that. So so it was facing the direction I was wanting it to go. And because I know what I'm kind of doing, I'm going to go ahead, even though it hasn't told me to do it, I'm going to use wood panels to kind of build a wall here too, so they're up against a wall. And we'll go to the next mission or the next part of this story. All right, now let's get back to that wall. Build it longer and make it surround your base. Make sure you leave exactly one opening so your dwarves can get in and out. All right, we can do that. Let's decide what we want to do. Wood paneling. Use the control button to raise that to too high. We'll make this here, and I'm going to make the door right there. Oh, so it looks like I've done too much here. So I'm going to use the cancel button here. So this outer layer doesn't need to do that. Yeah, I accidentally had that highlighting a little funny. And I can go ahead and remove a block as well. These two wood blocks here don't need to be there. And let's go ahead and continue the wall as I was building it. Wood panel, too high. Let them build that. It says it should be at least 40 blocks long. Well, I'm definitely going to be way over 40 blocks. I think I'll clear this last bit of grain out of here. It doesn't need to be there. And there's a boulder I can get rid of as well. And we'll go next. To make the wall complete, construct some stairs so your dwarves can get to the top of the wall. All right. Well, I'm going to make the stairs right here. So it said to leave an opening, so I suppose that's where the door is going to go. So I'm going to put the stairs right here. Just go to construct stairs. Use the control key, and just like where you build the wall too high, it'll make the stairs too high. And I think I'll make a little platform for them to stand on at the top of that. There we go. So kind of let that happen. Oh, see, nothing's happening because I am out of wood in my storage area. So let's go ahead and go back to the felled trees, and we'll go ahead and fell more trees that are at the top of this hill. Come on, everybody, get busy. So it's a good idea to keep track of what's in your storage. But now that they have wood, they'll bring it right over and start building the rest of this wall and the rest and these stairs. Come on, keep building, guys. We're just waiting for them to finish the second part of the stairs, and there it is. Finished. A band of goblins is approaching, laddie. Time to finish the wall and place the door you crafted. Using the in place button and the door, there it is. It says any door or pine door. I only have one, but I'll choose that pine door. I'm going to choose to put it on the outside, and then I'm also going to put a wooden panel above it, so that truly is a hole to be blocked by the door. Let's see if they'll build that real quickly. He said there should be no way in except the door. Doors will keep out harmless animals like deer and slow down monsters attempting to get in. Good news, a squad of archers has just arrived. Create an archer post for them on top of the new fort walls. Also create a safe zone to keep your workers safe during attacks. All right, well, we can do this. I don't know where orcs might attack from. Oh, they're attacking from... No, these are the archers. Okay. Well, I wish I knew where these orcs would attack from. Perhaps I can just make a giant archer. I haven't tried this before, so let's do an archer zone that's as big as the top of the wall. And we know from our last lesson that if you cut out areas, and we'll do that just to be able to put, what were they called? Ammo racks. Let's see if you can make those here. Nope, no ammo racks in the carpentry workshop. They're going to be made in a different workshop, which I'm sure we'll build soon. Let's go ahead and put a safe zone in here, and we're going to put our safe zone over in a corner right here. And we'll just wait for that to happen. And it says to assign the archers to the archer post. And done. The goblins are almost here. Those new archers should be able to fire at them from the safety of the walls. Once your archers are in position, click next. Alright, I feel pretty good. I've got archers along the top. Hopefully they'll move to within range of whoever might be attacking us. Let's go ahead and hit next and see what happens. Goblins are attacking your fort. Where are they attacking from? Ah, here they are. There are 4 goblins. And goblins are a bit weaker than the orcs that we had before. And all they're carrying is a knife. And they're not wearing any armor. So hopefully our arrows make pretty quick work of them. I bet they will. The goblins are here. Click on the message in the lower left corner to jump to the event. See, I could have done that right here. I forgot about that. It takes us right to it. So now it just says kill 4 goblins. Well, they're decided to move over to the right a little bit. Oh, let me pause this for a second. All right. Put this down to regular 1 speed. And watch this happen. Where are they? Here they come. Look at that. All my archers are in place and they're doing a good job shooting at them. Now, just like in episode 1, I said you always want to make it so if you've got wherever goblins can get into your fort, if you can make it so that your archers can see them even inside, like in a courtyard or something like that, that they'll continue to be able to fire on them. The goblins are here. They're dead. Let's click next. Good job, laddie. The fort is finished and secure. You've completed level 2. So simple as that. We just finished level 2. What did we learn in campaign number 2? We learned how to make beds. And beds are a good idea because otherwise the dwarves will just drop wherever they are when they get really tired. And that can be not always the best place for them to do that. It's good for them to return to a central area. We learned how to make some workshops and storage areas. We learned how to, we made another safe zone. And I think that's really about all we learned this time. But it was a good quest, a good mission, and I feel like we did a good job. So that's it for episode 2. We have finished out this level, and when we come back, we will be starting campaign number 3. And I have a feeling it might be a little bit trickier and a little bit more in-depth than this mission was. So I appreciate you coming to the barrel. I hope you had a good time watching this. We'll see you again soon. Have a great one.